Lesson 1. Booking accommodation.
Hey Anna, I need help with booking accommodation for my upcoming trip.
Sure, I'd be happy to assist you. What location are you planning to visit?
I'm thinking of going to the mountains for a hiking adventure. I want a cozy place to stay.
That sounds wonderful. Are you looking for a hotel, a cabin, or perhaps a campsite?
I'd prefer a cabin. It would be nice to have a rustic experience surrounded by nature.
Great choice. Cabins often provide a unique atmosphere. How many people will be joining you?
Just a couple of friends, so it will be a small group. We'll need enough space to relax after hiking.
Perfect. I recommend looking for cabins that have a kitchen. It's convenient for preparing meals together.
That's a good point. Cooking in a cabin would make the experience feel more homey. Do you know any websites for booking cabins?
Yes, there are several. Websites like Airbnb and Vrbo specialize in vacation rentals, including cabins.
I've heard of those. Do you think it's better to book early or wait for last-minute deals?
It depends on the season. If you're traveling during peak times, booking early is wise to secure the best options.
That makes sense. I wouldn't want to miss out on a good cabin. What about reviews?
Always read the reviews. They provide insights from previous guests about the cleanliness and amenities.
That's helpful advice. Are there any specific amenities I should look for in a cabin?
Look for features like a fireplace, Wi-Fi, and outdoor space. A hot tub can also be a luxurious addition.
A hot tub sounds inviting after a long day of hiking. I'll definitely keep that in mind.
Also, check the cabin's proximity to hiking trails. Being close to nature makes it easier to explore.
Good idea. I'd love to wake up and head straight out for a hike. What about cancellation policies?
Always review those before booking. Some places offer flexible cancellation, while others may have stricter policies.
I'll make sure to check that. It's important to know my options in case plans change.
Exactly. It gives you peace of mind while planning your trip. Are you excited about the hiking trails?
Yes, I've heard there are some breathtaking views. I can't wait to explore the area.
You'll love it. Hiking in the mountains can be an amazing experience. Don't forget to take plenty of photos.
I won't. Capturing the scenery is a must. Any tips for hiking in the mountains?
Always wear proper hiking shoes and carry enough water. Layer your clothing to adapt to changing weather.
Those are great tips. I'll be sure to pack accordingly. Do you have a favorite mountain trail?
I love the Pine Ridge Trail. It offers stunning views and is suitable for various skill levels.
That sounds perfect. I'll look it up. Thanks for all your help, Anna. I feel more prepared for planning my trip now.
Anytime. I'm excited for your adventure and can't wait to hear all about it. Lesson 2. Stepping up your fitness.
Hey Anna, I understand it's important to invest in good shoes for your fitness routine.
Absolutely. Proper footwear can make a huge difference in comfort and performance during workouts.
What features should I look for when choosing fitness shoes?
First, consider the type of exercise you'll be doing. Running shoes, for example, offer different support than cross-training shoes.
That makes sense. I plan to do a mix of running and some strength training. Should I get separate shoes for each?
It's a good idea to have specialized shoes for running and cross-training. This way, you'll have the right support for each activity.
What about cushioning? How important is that in fitness shoes?
Cushioning is crucial, especially for running. It helps absorb impact and protects your joints. Look for shoes with good cushioning if you run frequently.
Got it. I've also heard about the importance of fit. How do I know if a shoe fits properly?
A proper fit means there's about a thumb's width of space between your longest toe and the end of the shoe. Your heel should feel snug without slipping.
That sounds straightforward. Are there any specific brands you recommend?
There are several reputable brands like Nike, Adidas, and New Balance. It's best to try on different styles to see which feels best for you.
I'll check those out. What about the lifespan of fitness shoes? When should I replace them?
Generally, running shoes should be replaced every 300 to 500 miles, depending on your weight and running style. Signs of wear include reduced cushioning and visible damage.
That's good to know. I wouldn't want to push my luck with worn-out shoes. Do you have any tips for breaking in new shoes?
Yes, start by wearing them for short periods. Gradually increase the time as they mold to your feet. Avoid wearing them for long runs right away.
That's helpful advice. I've made that mistake before and ended up with blisters.
Blisters can be painful. Wearing moisture-wicking socks can also help reduce friction and keep your feet comfortable.
I'll keep that in mind. What other gear do you think is essential for a fitness routine?
Besides shoes, good workout clothes are important. Look for breathable, moisture-wicking fabrics that allow for movement.
Comfort is key. I find that the right clothes can motivate me to exercise more.
Absolutely. Feeling good in your gear can boost your confidence. Have you set any fitness goals for yourself?
I'm aiming to run a 5,000 in a few months. I want to improve my stamina and overall fitness level.
That's a great goal. Following a training plan can help you gradually build up your endurance.
I'll definitely look for a plan. Do you have any favorite training apps or resources?
Yes, apps like Strava or Couch to 5000 can be very helpful. They offer structured workouts and track your progress.
I appreciate those recommendations. Tracking my progress will keep me motivated.
It's a great way to see how far you've come. Plus, you can connect with friends for extra encouragement. Lesson 3. Caring for pets.
Hey Anna, do you groom your cat?
Yes, I brush her fur regularly to keep it healthy and free of tangles. It helps reduce shedding too.
That's smart. I've heard grooming is important, especially for long-haired breeds. What kind of brush do you use?
I use a slicker brush. It's great for removing loose fur and preventing mats. I also have a comb for her undercoat.
A slicker brush sounds effective. How often do you brush her?
I try to brush her at least twice a week. During shedding season, I might do it every day to keep up with the fur.
That makes sense. Does your cat enjoy being groomed?
She does. At first, she was a bit hesitant, but now she seems to love the attention. It's a bonding experience for us.
That's wonderful. Do you do anything else to keep her healthy?
Yes, regular vet checkups are essential. I also make sure she has a balanced diet and plenty of fresh water.
Nutrition is crucial for pets. What kind of food do you feed her?
I feed her high-quality dry cat food and occasionally wet food as a treat. It's important to choose food that meets her nutritional needs.
I've heard about the benefits of wet food. It can help with hydration, right?
Exactly. Wet food contains more moisture, which is beneficial, especially for cats that don't drink enough water.
That's a good point. I should consider that for my own pet. How do you keep your cat active?
I play with her daily using toys like feather wands and laser pointers. It helps keep her physically fit and mentally stimulated.
Those sound like fun activities. Do you let her go outside at all?
I don't let her roam freely outside. It's safer to keep her indoors, but I take her for walks using a harness.
A harness sounds like a great idea. It allows her to explore without the risks of outdoor dangers.
Yes, she enjoys it. It's a good way for her to experience the outside world safely. Have you thought about getting a pet?
I have. I'm considering adopting a dog. I think it would be a rewarding experience, but I want to make sure I'm ready.
That's exciting. Dogs require a lot of attention and exercise. Have you researched different breeds?
Yes, I'm looking into breeds that are good for first-time owners. I want one that's friendly and adaptable.
That's smart. Consider breeds like Labrador Retrievers or Golden Retrievers. They're known for their friendly nature.
Those are great suggestions. I also want to adopt from a shelter. It feels good to give a dog a second chance.
That's wonderful. Shelters often have many loving pets looking for homes. It's a great way to make a difference.
I agree. I'll visit some local shelters soon. Do you have any tips for a new dog owner?
Patience is key. It takes time for a dog to adjust to a new home. Consistent training and socialization are also important.
I'll keep that in mind. I want to create a positive environment for my future pet.
You'll do great. The bond you'll form will be incredibly rewarding. Pets bring so much joy into our lives. Lesson 4. Planning a hiking adventure.
Hey Anna, I would love to join you sometime for a hike.
That would be great. Hiking is such a wonderful way to enjoy nature and stay active. Where do you want to go?
I've heard about a beautiful trail near the lake. It's supposed to have stunning views.
That sounds perfect. Lakeside trails usually offer scenic panoramas. Have you hiked there before?
No, I haven't. I'm excited to explore new trails. Do you think it's suitable for beginners?
Yes, absolutely. The trail has moderate difficulty, making it ideal for beginners and experienced hikers alike.
That's reassuring. What should I bring along for our hike?
It's essential to pack some water to stay hydrated, along with snacks like energy bars or fruit for a boost.
Good idea. I'll also make sure to wear comfortable shoes. Is there anything else I should consider?
Definitely. Bring a small first aid kit for any minor injuries, and don't forget sunscreen to protect your skin from UV rays.
I'll add that to my list. What about clothing? Should I dress in layers?
Yes, dressing in layers is wise. It allows you to adjust to changing temperatures as you hike. A light jacket is also helpful.
That makes sense. I'll keep an eye on the weather forecast too. What time do you think we should start?
Early morning is best. It's cooler, and you'll have more time to enjoy the trail without feeling rushed.
Sounds good. I love the early morning atmosphere in nature. It's peaceful and refreshing.
Exactly. Plus, you might catch a glimpse of wildlife waking up. It's one of my favorite parts of hiking.
That's exciting. Do you usually hike with friends or solo?
I enjoy both. Hiking with friends is fun because you can share the experience, but solo hikes can be very introspective.
I can see the benefits of both. I'm looking forward to sharing this hike with you. Do you have any favorite hiking spots?
Yes, I love the Pine Grove Trail. It's a bit more challenging, but the views from the summit are breathtaking.
I'd love to try that one too. How long does it usually take to complete?
It takes about 4 to 5 hours, depending on your pace. It's worth the effort for the stunning scenery at the top.
That sounds like an adventure. I'll have to train a bit for that one. Do you have any tips for training?
Start with shorter hikes to build your stamina. Incorporating walking or running into your routine can also help.
I'll make sure to do that. I want to be well prepared for our hikes. What do you enjoy most about hiking?
I love the sense of accomplishment when reaching the summit and the chance to disconnect from daily life. Nature has a calming effect.
I completely agree. It's a great way to recharge. Are there any specific hiking gear you recommend?
A good backpack is essential for carrying your supplies comfortably. Also, trekking poles can provide stability on uneven terrain.
I'll look into those. Having the right gear can make a significant difference in the hiking experience.
Absolutely. It enhances your comfort and safety on the trail. I can't wait for our hike. Lesson 5: Romantic Comedy Recommendations.
Hey Anna, I'm a big fan of romantic comedies. Do you have any recommendations for a good one?
Absolutely. One of my favorites is When Harry Met Sally. It's a classic that explores friendship and love in a humorous way.
I've heard of that one. What makes it so special?
The dialogue is witty and relatable, plus the chemistry between the leads is fantastic. It really captures the ups and downs of relationships.
That sounds appealing. I love movies that feel genuine. Are there any newer romantic comedies you'd suggest?
Yes, Crazy Rich Asians is a delightful recent film. It combines romance with family dynamics and cultural elements, making it refreshing.
I've seen that one. The visuals were stunning, and the story was engaging. Did you have a favorite character?
I really liked the character of Rachel. Her journey of self-discovery and navigating cultural differences was inspiring.
I agree. She was relatable and strong. What about the humor in that film?
It's well balanced. The humor comes from both the situations and the characters, which adds depth to the story.
That's important in a romantic comedy. It keeps the mood light while still being meaningful. Any other recommendations?
The Proposal is another great film. Sandra Bullock and Ryan Reynolds have great chemistry, and the comedic moments are hilarious.
I love their dynamic. What's the premise of that movie?
It's about a Canadian executive who convinces her assistant to marry her to avoid deportation. The storyline leads to unexpected romantic developments.
Sounds entertaining. Do you think romantic comedies portray love realistically?
They often exaggerate situations for comedic effect, but they do capture the essence of love and relationships, including the challenges.
That's a fair point. Sometimes, it's nice to escape into a more idealized version of love. What about older romantic comedies?
Notting Hill is a beautiful film from the late 90s. It tells the story of a bookstore owner who falls in love with a famous actress.
I remember that one. The charm of the setting and the characters makes it memorable. What's your favorite scene?
The scene where they meet for the first time is iconic. It's both awkward and sweet, setting the tone for their relationship.
I love those moments. They add authenticity to the film. Do you think romantic comedies are changing with the times?
Yes, definitely. Many modern films are more inclusive and diverse, reflecting a wider range of love stories and experiences.
That's a positive trend. It's important for films to represent different perspectives on love. Do you have any specific themes you enjoy?
I appreciate stories that highlight personal growth alongside romance. It's inspiring to see characters evolve throughout the film.
I agree. It makes the romantic journey more meaningful. Are there any themes you find less appealing?
I'm not a fan of cliches like love at first sight without any character development. It feels unrealistic and predictable.
That's understandable. I prefer stories that build genuine connections between characters. It adds depth to the romance.
Exactly. A story that explores friendship turning into love can be very touching. It feels more authentic. Lesson 6: Chores and Responsibilities.
Hey Anna, have you done the laundry yet?
No, I haven't gotten to it yet. It's still in the hamper waiting for me.
I understand. Sometimes it feels like chores can pile up. Do you have a specific day for doing laundry?
I usually try to do it on weekends when I have more time. It's easier to manage when I'm not rushed.
That's a smart approach. I often find myself doing laundry during the week, but it can be chaotic.
I can imagine. Weekdays can be hectic with work and other responsibilities. Have you ever thought about scheduling your chores?
I have. I think creating a cleaning schedule could help me stay organized. What do you think works best for keeping track?
I find it helpful to use a planner or an app. You can set reminders for specific tasks, which keeps you accountable.
That sounds practical. I'll look into using an app. What other chores do you usually tackle on laundry day?
I often clean the bathroom and dust the living room. It feels rewarding to have a tidy space afterward.
It does. A clean environment can really improve your mood. Do you have any tips for making chores more enjoyable?
Listening to music or podcasts while you clean can make it more fun. It helps the time go by faster.
Great idea. I love listening to audiobooks. I should try that while doing chores. What about your laundry routine?
I separate my clothes into whites, darks, and delicates. It prevents colors from bleeding and keeps everything looking fresh.
That's a good habit. I sometimes forget to sort my clothes. Have you ever accidentally shrunk something?
Yes, I once accidentally washed a sweater in hot water. It shrank significantly. Now I always check the labels.
Lesson learned. I'll be more careful with washing instructions. Any other laundry tips you recommend?
Using fabric softener can help keep your clothes soft and smelling fresh. Just don't use too much. A little goes a long way.
I'll remember that. What do you usually do with clothes that you no longer wear?
I donate them to charity or give them to friends. It's a great way to declutter and help others at the same time.
That's a wonderful idea. I should start doing that too. It feels good to give clothes a second life.
Absolutely. Plus, it helps reduce waste. Have you ever tried organizing your closet?
I did a big clean out last month. I sorted everything by category, which made it easier to find things.
That's a great strategy. I usually organize by color. It's visually pleasing and makes choosing outfits easier.
Organizing by color sounds nice. I might try that next time. How often do you go through your closet?
I do a thorough check every season. It helps me keep only what I truly wear and love.
That's a good practice. I tend to hold on to clothes for too long. I should be more decisive.
It's tough to let go sometimes, but if you haven't worn something in a year, it might be time to part with it. Lesson 7. Shopping for deals.
Hey Anna, that sounds perfect. Do you think they have any discounts available?
It's definitely worth asking the salesperson. Many stores have ongoing promotions that aren't advertised.
That's a good point. Sometimes, just inquiring can lead to unexpected savings. Have you done that before?
Yes, I've saved quite a bit by simply asking. Once, I got a 20% discount on a sweater just because I asked about sales.
That's impressive. I always feel a bit awkward asking, but it seems to pay off. What's your strategy when you approach a salesperson?
I usually start with a friendly greeting and then ask if there are any current promotions. Being polite can go a long way.
That's a solid approach. I'll try to emulate that next time. What types of items do you typically shop for discounts?
I often look for clothing and home goods. Seasonal sales can offer significant savings on both.
Seasonal sales are great. I often wait for clearance events. Do you follow any specific stores for deals?
Yes, I keep an eye on my favorite stores' websites and social media pages. They often announce exclusive discounts there.
That's smart. I should start doing that too. What about online shopping? Do you find good deals there?
Absolutely. Many online retailers offer discounts for first-time customers or during holiday sales.
I've noticed that. Do you use any tools to help find the best deals online?
Yes, I use price comparison websites and browser extensions that alert me to price drops. They can be very helpful.
Those sound useful. I often get overwhelmed with choices online. Do you have any tips for making online shopping easier?
I recommend making a list of what you need before browsing. It helps you stay focused and avoid impulse purchases.
That's a good strategy. I've made some unnecessary purchases in the past. Have you ever returned something after shopping?
Yes, I've returned items that didn't fit or didn't meet my expectations. It's important to know the return policy beforehand.
That's true. Understanding the return policy can save you a lot of hassle. What's your experience with returns?
Most of my experiences have been positive, but I always check if I need a receipt or if there's a time limit for returns.
That's wise. I'll remember to check those details. What about loyalty programs? Do you think they're worth it?
Definitely. Loyalty programs can provide additional discounts and rewards over time. Just make sure it's a store you shop at frequently.
That's a great tip. I've signed up for a few, but but I need to utilize them better. Do you have a favorite loyalty program?
I really like the program at my local grocery store. They offer points for every purchase, which can be redeemed for discounts later.
That sounds beneficial. I should look into similar programs for places I visit often. Do you ever use coupons?
Yes, I always search for coupons before shopping. Even small discounts can add up to significant savings.
I'll have to start doing that. It seems like there are many ways to save money while shopping.
Absolutely. With a little planning and research, you can make the most of your shopping experience. Lesson 8, Political Reflections.
Hey Anna, today our nation, after 8 years under the Tories, is on the brink of utter change.
It's quite a significant moment in our political landscape. Many people are eager for a new direction.
Absolutely. The impact of the last 8 years has been profound. What do you think has been the most pressing issue?
I believe the economy has been a major concern. Many families are struggling with rising costs and stagnant wages.
That's true. Economic challenges often lead to increased frustration among the populace. Do you think the government has done enough to address these issues?
Many feel it hasn't. There have been calls for more effective policies to support those in need. Public services have also faced cuts, which adds to the frustration.
It's a complex situation. What do you think the new government needs to focus on first?
I think investing in education and healthcare should be top priorities. A strong education system can empower future generations.
I agree. Healthcare is crucial, especially after the challenges posed by the pandemic. Access to quality care is essential for all citizens.
Exactly. Additionally, addressing climate change should be a priority. We need sustainable policies to protect our environment for future generations.
That's an important point. Climate change affects everyone, and immediate action is necessary. What do you think individuals can do to contribute?
Individuals can make a difference by reducing waste, supporting local businesses, and advocating for eco-friendly policies. Every little action counts.
I like that perspective. It's empowering to know that small changes can lead to significant impacts. Have you made any personal changes recently?
Yes, I've started using reusable bags and reducing my plastic usage. It's become a habit, and I feel good about it.
Those are great steps. I've been trying to use public transport more often to reduce my carbon footprint.
That's a fantastic initiative. Public transport is not only environmentally friendly but also helps reduce traffic congestion.
Exactly. It also gives me a chance to read or listen to podcasts during my commute. Speaking of which, have you read any interesting books lately?
I recently finished a book on political history, and it gave me a deeper understanding of how our government evolved.
That sounds fascinating. Political history can provide valuable insights into current events. What was the most surprising thing you learned?
I was surprised to learn about the various movements that shaped our democracy. It's a reminder of how much effort has gone into achieving our rights.
That's an important lesson. Understanding our history helps us appreciate our current freedoms and responsibilities.
Definitely. It also encourages us to be active participants in our democracy. Voting and civic engagement are vital.
I couldn't agree more. It's essential for everyone to voice their opinions and hold leaders accountable.
Exactly. Every vote matters, especially in times of change. We must ensure our voices are heard.
I'm looking forward to seeing how the political landscape evolves. It's an important time for our nation.
It truly is. Let's hope for positive changes that benefit everyone in our society. Lesson 9. Finding the right exercise.
Hey Anna, what type of exercise do you enjoy most?
I like a mix of cardio and strength training. It keeps my workouts balanced and interesting.
That sounds effective. I often focus on cardio, but I know strength training is important too. What cardio activities do you prefer?
I enjoy running and cycling. They're great for building endurance. How about you?
I love swimming. It's a full-body workout and easy on the joints. Plus, it's refreshing during the summer.
Swimming is excellent. It targets multiple muscle groups and improves flexibility. Do you swim often?
I try to go at least twice a week. It helps me clear my mind. Do you have a specific routine for your workouts?
Yes, I usually dedicate a couple of days to cardio and a couple to strength training. I also incorporate yoga for flexibility.
Yoga sounds beneficial. I've heard it can improve overall strength and balance. How long have you been practicing?
I've been practicing yoga for about 2 years now. It's helped me with relaxation and mindfulness as well.
That's wonderful. I should consider adding yoga to my routine. What style do you prefer?
I enjoy Hatha yoga. It's gentle and focuses on basic postures, which is perfect for beginners.
Hatha sounds accessible. I might give it a try. Do you attend classes or do you practice at home?
I do a mix of both. Classes provide guidance, but practicing at home allows me to focus on my pace.
That's a great balance. I often do workout videos at home. They're convenient and save time.
Exactly. There are so many online resources available now. It makes it easier to find workouts that suit your style.
True. I've been wanting to try high-intensity interval training height. Have you ever done it?
Yes, I love height. It's time efficient and gets your heart rate up quickly. It's great for burning calories.
That sounds appealing. How long do HIIT sessions usually last?
They typically range from 20 to 30 minutes. The intensity makes it feel shorter, and you can adapt the exercises to your fitness level.
I like the sound of that. I need to find a good HIIT routine to follow. Do you have any recommendations?
There are many great height workouts available online. I suggest starting with beginner-friendly routines to ease into it.
That's a good idea. I'll search for some beginner HIIT workouts. Do you track your progress?
Yes, I keep a workout journal. It helps me stay motivated and see my improvements over time.
That's a fantastic approach. I should start tracking my workouts too. It would help me stay accountable.
Definitely. It can be encouraging to look back and see how far you've come. Plus, you can set new fitness goals.
Speaking of goals, do you have any specific fitness goals right now?
I'm aiming to increase my running distance. I want to participate in a half marathon next year.
That's an exciting goal. I've thought about training for a 5K. It seems like a manageable start.
A 5,000 is a great way to begin. It's achievable and can motivate you to explore longer distances later. Lesson 10. Analyzing communication channels.
Hey Anna, I've been thinking about the effectiveness of all our communication channels. It's crucial to analyze which ones work best.
I completely agree. Understanding the performance of each channel can help us optimize our strategies moving forward.
Exactly. Analytics will guide our future decisions. Have you noticed any particular channels that stand out?
Yes, I've seen that social media platforms are generating a lot of engagement. They seem to connect well with our audience.
That's interesting. Which platforms do you think are the most effective for us?
I believe Instagram and Facebook are leading. They allow us to share visuals and stories that resonate with our followers.
Those platforms are great for visual content. What about traditional channels like email? Do you think they're still relevant?
Absolutely. Email marketing has a strong return on investment. If done correctly, it can reach engaged audiences effectively.
That's a good point. We should analyze our open rates and click-through rates to gauge effectiveness. Have you checked our latest metrics?
Yes, our last campaign had a decent open rate, but the click-through rate could definitely improve. We might need more compelling subject lines.
I agree. A catchy subject line can significantly impact engagement. We should brainstorm some creative ideas for our next campaign.
Great idea! Additionally, segmenting our audience could personalize our messages and increase relevance.
Yes, targeting specific groups can make our communication more effective. Have you thought about any particular segments we should focus on?
We could consider segmenting by interests or past engagement. It would help us tailor content that resonates with each group.
That sounds promising. We could also conduct surveys to gather feedback on what our audience wants.
Surveys are a fantastic way to gain insights directly from our audience. It shows that we value their opinions as well.
Exactly. Engaging with our audience can build loyalty and trust. What do you think about the role of content in our channels?
Content quality is essential. High quality, relevant content encourages sharing and increases organic reach.
Right, we should focus on creating valuable content that educates or entertains our audience. What types of content do you think we should prioritize?
I suggest a mix of educational articles, engaging videos, and interactive posts. This variety can cater to different preferences.
A diverse content strategy sounds effective. Do you think we should also consider influencer partnerships?
Yes, collaborating with influencers can amplify our reach. They can introduce our brand to a wider audience and add credibility.
That's a great strategy. We should identify influencers who align with our values and target audience. Have you researched any potential partners?
I've kept a list of a few influencers in our niche. I think their audience would resonate well with our brand.
Perfect, we can reach out to them with a proposal. It's exciting to think about the possibilities for growth.
Indeed, by leveraging analytics and effective communication channels, we can significantly enhance our reach and engagement. Lesson 11: Weekend Plans and Activities.
Hey Anna, I've been chatting with some buddies about our weekend plans. It sounds like it will be great.
That sounds exciting. What do you have planned?
We're thinking of heading to the park for a picnic. I'll bring some frisbees and a few snacks.
A picnic in the park is a wonderful idea. What snacks are you considering?
I'm planning to pack some sandwiches, fruit, and maybe some chips. Simple but tasty.
Perfect. Those are always crowd pleasers. Do you think you'll be playing any games besides Frisbee?
Yes, we might play some volleyball too. It's fun to get everyone involved in physical activities.
Volleyball sounds like a blast. It can be quite a workout while still being enjoyable. Do you play often?
Not as often as I'd like, but I try to join whenever my friends organize a game. How about you?
I play occasionally, but I really enjoy badminton as well. It's great for agility and reflexes.
Badminton is a lot of fun. It requires quick movements. Do you play singles or doubles?
I usually play doubles. It adds a social element, and you can rely on your partner for support.
That's a good point. Teamwork makes it more enjoyable. Do you have a favorite partner to play with?
Yes, my friend Lisa and I have great chemistry on the court. We communicate well during matches.
That's essential. Good communication can make a big difference in team sports. Have you entered any tournaments?
We participated in a local tournament last summer. It was competitive, but we had a lot of fun.
That's impressive. How did you place?
We made it to the semifinals, which was better than we expected. It was a great experience overall.
I'd love to join a tournament someday. It must be thrilling to compete against others.
It definitely is. The energy and excitement are contagious. Plus, you meet new people who share your interests.
Networking through sports is a great way to make new friends. Are there any other activities you enjoy outdoors?
I love hiking as well. Exploring nature and being active is refreshing. Do you hike often?
I try to go hiking a few times a month. There are some beautiful trails nearby. Do you have a favorite hiking spot?
Yes, there's a trail in the hills that offers stunning views. It's a bit challenging, but the scenery makes it worthwhile.
That sounds amazing. I love a good view after a hike. Do you usually go with friends or solo?
I prefer going with friends. It's more motivating, and we can share the experience together.
I agree. Sharing moments with friends makes them more memorable. Are you planning any hikes soon?
Yes, I'm planning to go next weekend if the weather is nice. I might invite some friends to join.
That's a great idea. I'd love to join if you have space. It would be fun to explore together.
Absolutely. The more, the merrier. It's always nice to have a group to enjoy the outdoors with.
I'll bring some snacks for the hike as well. It's important to stay energized.
Definitely. Snacks are essential for keeping our energy up while hiking. I can't wait for the adventure. Lesson 12. Creating a reading nook.
Hey Anna, I've been thinking about creating a cozy reading nook at home.
That sounds like a wonderful idea. A dedicated space for reading can really enhance the experience.
Exactly. I want it to be a comfortable area where I can relax and enjoy my books. Do you have any tips for setting one up?
Certainly. First, choose a quiet corner in your home that gets good natural light. It makes reading much more enjoyable.
That's a great suggestion. Natural light can create a warm atmosphere. What about furniture?
A comfortable chair or a small love seat would be perfect. Adding soft cushions can also make it more inviting.
I love the idea of cushions. They can add a pop of color and make the space feel cozy. Should I include a small table as well?
Yes, a side table is essential. It provides a place for your books, a cup of tea, or even a small lamp for additional light.
A lamp is a good idea. I often find myself reading in the evening. Do you think I should include some shelves?
Absolutely. Shelves can showcase your favorite books and decorations. They also help keep everything organized.
That sounds perfect. I'd love to display my collection. What other elements can I add to make it cozier?
You could include a throw blanket for those chilly evenings. A small rug can also add warmth and comfort underfoot.
A throw blanket is a nice touch. It makes the space feel more inviting. What about decorations?
Consider adding plants or artwork to personalize your nook. Greenery can bring life to the space, and art can inspire you.
I love plants. They not only beautify the space but also improve air quality. Do you have any favorite plants for indoor spaces?
I recommend succulents or snake plants. They're low maintenance and thrive indoors. Plus, they look stylish.
Those sound perfect. I'm not the best at keeping plants alive, so low maintenance options are ideal for me.
I completely understand. Another great addition could be a small bookshelf or a magazine rack to keep everything tidy.
That's a smart idea. It helps keep the area organized and makes it easy to find what I want to read.
Exactly. And don't forget to add personal touches, like framed photos or mementos that inspire you.
I'll definitely include some personal items. It's important for the Nook to feel like a reflection of me.
Yes, that connection makes the space even more enjoyable. Do you have any specific books you plan to read in your Nook?
I have a few novels lined up, along with some nonfiction on topics like psychology and philosophy.
Those sound intriguing. A mix of genres can keep your reading life exciting. Are you planning to set a reading goal for yourself?
I've thought about it. Maybe aiming to read a book a month would be a good start. What about you?
I usually set a goal of reading at least 2 books a month. It helps me stay focused and discover new authors.
2 books sounds ambitious, but I like the challenge. I might try to increase my goal as I get more comfortable.
That's the spirit. Having a cozy reading nook will definitely motivate you to spend more time with your books. Lesson 13. Exploring the Falls.
Hey Anna, have you ever been to Niagara Falls? I've heard so much about it, especially the Canadian Horseshoe Falls.
Yes, I visited last summer. The Canadian Horseshoe Falls is indeed wider and more impressive than the American Falls. The view is breathtaking.
I can only imagine. What did you enjoy most about your visit?
The sheer power of the falls is astonishing. Standing there, you can feel the mist on your face, and the sound is thunderous.
That sounds exhilarating. I've seen pictures, but experiencing it in person must be a whole different level.
Absolutely. The colors of the water are mesmerizing as well, especially when the sunlight hits it just right.
Did you take any boat tour while you were there?
Yes, I took the famous Maid of the Mist tour. It brings you right up close to the falls. They provide ponchos to keep you dry, but you still get a bit wet.
That sounds like a lot of fun. I've heard the views from the boat are incredible. Were you able to take some good photos?
I got some great shots. However, capturing the falls in all their glory is challenging. The mist can obscure the view sometimes.
I can see how that would be tricky. Did you visit the observation decks as well?
Yes, the decks provide fantastic panoramic views. You can really appreciate the scale of the falls from up there.
I'd love to experience both the close-up and the distant views. What else is there to do around Niagara Falls?
There are several attractions nearby, like botanical gardens and hiking trails. You can also visit the Niagara Park's Butterfly Conservatory.
That sounds delightful. I love butterflies. How was the conservatory?
It was magical. You walk through a tropical environment filled with beautiful butterflies of all colors. It's like stepping into another world.
I can imagine. Did you learn anything interesting while you were there?
Yes, I learned about the life cycle of butterflies and how important they are to our ecosystem. It was both educational and enjoyable.
That's wonderful. It's great to combine fun with learning. Did you try any local food while you were in Niagara?
Definitely. I tried the famous beaver tails, which are delicious fried pastries. They come with various toppings, and I highly recommend them.
I've heard about those. They sound delicious. I'll have to make sure to try them when I go. Did you find any good restaurants?
Yes, there are many options. I enjoyed a nice dinner overlooking the falls. The view while dining was just as stunning as the food.
Dining with a view sounds perfect. I'm getting more excited about visiting. How did you get around while you were there?
The area is quite walkable, but there are also trolleys and buses that make it easy to explore further.
That's convenient. I appreciate places that are easy to navigate. Do you have any tips for someone visiting for the first time?
I'd suggest going early in the morning to avoid crowds and to check the weather before your trip. The falls are stunning in all seasons.
Great advice. I'll keep that in mind. I can't wait to experience the beauty of Niagara Falls for myself.
You'll love it. It's one of those places that stays with you long after you leave. Lesson 14: The Wonders of Volcanoes.
Hey Anna, I've been reading about volcanoes lately, and it's fascinating how they can still erupt sometimes with spectacular explosions of lava.
That's true. Volcanoes are incredibly powerful natural phenomena. Did you come across any specific volcanoes in your reading?
Yes, I learned about Mauna Kea in Hawaii. It's interesting to note that while it's a dormant volcano, it's the tallest mountain in the world when measured from space on the ocean floor.
That's amazing. I've always found Mauna Kea intriguing. Its height is impressive, especially since it rises so much from the ocean.
Exactly, it's a unique geological feature. I also read that it's a popular spot for astronomy because of its high elevation and clear skies.
Yes, the observatories there take advantage of the altitude to study the stars and planets. The conditions are perfect for astronomical observations.
Have you ever visited Mauna Kea or seen any volcanoes in person?
I visited Hawaii a few years ago and explored some of the volcanic landscapes. Seeing the craters was both awe-inspiring and humbling.
That must have been an incredible experience. What stood out to you the most during your visit?
The contrast between the lush greenery and the stark volcanic rock was striking. It's a reminder of nature's power and beauty.
I can imagine. The diversity in landscapes must be fascinating. Did you learn about the local culture in relation to the volcanoes?
Yes, the Hawaiian culture has a deep connection to the land, and many stories revolve around the volcanoes. They hold significant spiritual meaning for the locals.
That's insightful. It's important to respect and understand the cultural aspects of such natural features. What else did you do while exploring?
I hiked around the area and even got to see some lava tubes, which are formed by flowing lava. It was like stepping into another world.
Lava tubes sound fascinating. I've heard they can create amazing underground formations. Were you able to explore inside one?
Yes, we went into a couple of them. The walls were smooth and shiny from the lava flow, and it felt surreal to be inside a structure formed by ancient eruptions.
That sounds like an adventure. Did you feel any heat or see any signs of volcanic activity?
While there was no active lava flow in the tubes we visited, you could still feel the warmth from the earth. It was a reminder that the volcanoes are still alive beneath the surface.
That's a thrilling thought. It really emphasizes the power of nature. Have you learned about other notable volcanoes around the world?
Yes, Mount St. Helens in Washington is another fascinating example. Its eruption in 1980 was one of the most significant volcanic events in U.S. history.
I've read about that eruption. It drastically changed the landscape and had a lasting impact on the environment.
Exactly. The recovery of the area has been remarkable, showing how resilient nature can be. It's interesting to see how ecosystems adapt after such events.
Nature truly has a way of rebounding. It makes me appreciate the delicate balance of our ecosystems even more.
Definitely. It's a reminder of the interconnectedness of life and the power of natural forces. Do you think you'd ever want to hike a volcano?
I would love to. It would be an incredible experience to see the geological formations and learn more about volcanic activity up close.
I encourage you to do it. Each volcano has its own story and beauty. It can be a thrilling adventure and a chance to connect with nature. Lesson 15: Evening Plans.
Hey Anna, I'm excited about our dinner plans. Sounds good to me. What time should we meet?
Let's meet at p.m. in front of the restaurant. Does that work for you?
That works perfectly. I've been looking forward to trying that new Italian place. Have you heard anything about it?
Yes, I've read some great reviews. People rave about their pasta and the ambience. It should be a lovely evening.
I love a good atmosphere when dining out. Do you have a favorite pasta dish you plan to order?
I'm thinking of trying the fettuccine alfredo. It's one of my favorites, especially if it's made with fresh ingredients.
That sounds delicious. I might go for the spaghetti carbonara. I've heard they do it exceptionally well.
Carbonara is a classic. It's always a hit. Have you ever tried making it at home?
I attempted it once, but it didn't turn out as creamy as I wanted. I think I need more practice in the kitchen.
Cooking can be tricky, especially with sauces. I recommend using high-quality ingredients. They make a significant difference.
That's a good point. Fresh eggs and good cheese can elevate the dish. Do you enjoy cooking often?
I do. It's therapeutic for me. I love experimenting with new recipes and flavors. What about you?
I enjoy it, but I tend to stick to simpler dishes. I'm more of a baker than a cook. I find baking relaxing.
Baking is a science. What do you like to bake?
I often bake cookies and cakes. There's something satisfying about pulling a warm batch from the oven.
I agree. Freshly baked cookies are hard to resist. Do you have a favorite cookie recipe?
Yes, my chocolate chip cookie recipe is a hit with friends and family. It's chewy and loaded with chocolate.
That sounds amazing. I'd love to try them someday. Maybe we can have a baking session together.
That would be fun. We could share tips and try different flavors. What other desserts do you enjoy making?
I also like making fruit tarts. They're colorful and refreshing, especially in the summer.
Fruit tarts are beautiful. The combination of pastry and fresh fruit is delightful. Do you use a particular recipe?
Yes, I have a go-to recipe for the crust and custard filling. It's simple but always impresses.
I'd love to learn how to make tarts like that. Baking is a great way to share love and creativity.
Absolutely. It's a wonderful way to bring people together. Speaking of which, are you planning to bring anything to our dinner?
I was thinking of bringing a bottle of wine to share. Do you have a preference?
A nice red wine would complement the pasta perfectly. I appreciate your thoughtfulness.
I'll pick up a bottle on my way. It should make our dinner even more enjoyable.
I'm looking forward to it. It'll be a great way to unwind after a busy week. Lesson 16, Cherished Memories.
Hey Anna, I was looking through some old photo albums recently, and it brought back so many memories of loved ones.
That sounds really special. Photos can capture moments that we cherish forever. Do you have a favorite photo?
Yes, there's one of my family at the beach from a few summers ago. We were all laughing and having a great time. It brings a smile to my face.
I can imagine. Beach days are always filled with joy. Do you often take photos during family gatherings?
Absolutely, I try to capture candid moments, as they often show the true essence of our time together. What about you?
I love taking photos at celebrations, especially birthdays and holidays. It's nice to look back and see how everyone has changed over the years.
That's true. It's fascinating to see how children grow up and how family dynamics evolve. Do you have a specific tradition you like to photograph?
Yes, during our family reunions, we always take a group photo. It's a tradition that started years ago, and it's fun to see how our family has expanded.
That's a wonderful tradition. Group photos can really showcase the bond between family members. Do you frame any of those pictures?
Yes, I have a few framed and displayed in my living room. They bring warmth to the space and spark conversations with guests.
That's a great idea. Surrounding ourselves with memories can create a comforting atmosphere. Do you think you'll start a new photo project?
I've been considering a project where I document small moments in daily life, like cooking or gardening. It would be nice to appreciate the ordinary.
That sounds like a fantastic project. Capturing everyday moments can reveal beauty that often goes unnoticed. What inspired you to start this?
I realize that life moves quickly, and I want to cherish even the simple things. It's a way to slow down and reflect.
I completely understand that sentiment. Sometimes, we focus too much on big events and overlook the small joys.
Exactly. Each day offers something unique if we take the time to notice it. I think it can be a rewarding experience.
I agree. Have you thought about sharing your project on social media?
Yes, I might. Sharing could inspire others to appreciate their daily moments as well. Plus, it connects me with a larger community.
That's a great way to engage with others. It's wonderful how photography can create connections and foster creativity.
Absolutely. I love seeing how different people capture their lives. Each perspective adds a new layer to our understanding of the world.
Have you ever participated in photography challenges or contests?
I have. They're a fun way to push your creative boundaries and try new techniques. It's exciting to see how others interpret the same theme.
That sounds intriguing. I'd love to try a challenge like that. It could help me improve my skills and gain new ideas.
Definitely. It's a great way to learn. Plus, getting feedback from others can be incredibly valuable.
I'll have to look for some upcoming challenges. Do you have any recommendations for resources to improve photography skills?
There are many online courses and tutorials. Websites like Skillshare and YouTube offer a wealth of knowledge for all skill levels.
Those sound like excellent resources. I'll check them out. I'm excited about the prospect of improving my photography.
I can't wait to see your progress. Remember, the most important thing is to enjoy the process and have fun capturing moments. Lesson 17, Afternoon Plans.
Hey Anna, it's a beautiful afternoon. What are you up to?
Hello, John. I'm picking up my sister from the train station. She's visiting for the weekend. How about you?
That sounds nice. I'm just finishing some work and then I plan to go for a walk in the park. It's a perfect day for it.
A walk sounds refreshing. Do you have a favorite route you like to take in the park?
Yes. There's a lovely path that goes around the lake. The views are stunning, especially with all the trees in bloom right now.
That must be beautiful. I love being surrounded by nature. It's so calming. Are you planning to take any photos during your walk?
Definitely. I always bring my camera. I want to capture the vibrant colors of the flowers and the reflections on the water.
That sounds like a great idea. Nature photography can be so rewarding. Are you working on any specific photography projects?
Not at the moment, but I'm thinking of starting a project focused on the changing seasons. I want to document how the park transforms throughout the year.
That's a wonderful concept. Capturing seasonal changes can really highlight nature's beauty and diversity.
Exactly. It would be interesting to see the contrast between summer and winter. Do you enjoy outdoor activities as well?
Yes, I love hiking and exploring new trails. There's something exhilarating about being out in nature and discovering new places.
Hiking is a fantastic way to stay active and connect with the environment. Do you have a favorite hiking spot?
There's a beautiful trail in the nearby mountains that leads to a stunning waterfall. It's a bit challenging, but the view is worth it.
That sounds amazing. I'd love to hike there with you sometime. Waterfalls always make for great photo opportunities, too.
Absolutely. And the sound of the water is so soothing. It's a perfect spot for a picnic as well.
A picnic by the waterfall would be delightful. We could bring some snacks and enjoy the scenery. What would you pack for a picnic?
I would probably bring some sandwiches, fresh fruit, and maybe some cookies. Simple yet delicious.
That sounds like a great spread. I'd add some cheese and crackers to the mix. Do you have a favorite type of cheese?
I love brie. It's creamy and pairs well with fruit. What about you?
I'm a fan of sharp cheddar. It adds a nice kick to any snack. We could create a lovely cheese platter for our picnic.
That sounds perfect. We should plan a picnic outing soon. It would be a nice way to spend time together outdoors.
I agree. Let's keep an eye on the weather and find a weekend that works for both of us.
Definitely. I'm looking forward to it. It'll be a fun way to relax and enjoy nature together.
It will be. And who knows, maybe we'll even spot some wildlife while we're there.
That would be exciting. I love watching birds and other animals in their natural habitat. It adds to the adventure.